again. I know. So basically, I'm gonna talk about like UI UX, right? I'm not gonna go into that what UI UX is. I really want to talk about stuff which is not spoken in the internet. So I want to talk about like why why UI UX and um, how you know how you can also be a UI UX designer, if you should be a UI UX designer, um, and stuff like that. Let's see how the video goes. So basically what happens is that uh, right now people are selling it as something that you don't have to have a like a degree for it, you don't have to have any background knowledge for it, and anywhere anyone can take up UI UX. But that's not the reality, right? What you see in the internet, or what you see in the YouTube videos, or anywhere, right? You just see a very small part of UI UX, what it is. Unless and until you are in the industry, you'll never get to know that what UI UX is. You have to actually take up an internship, uh, do an internship and see. And plus, it's not that in a company it's done in a certain way. In every company the approaches are very different. uh, the it also depends on the state of the company, like in which stage they are. So that also matters. um, it also differs much, like the work culture and the how do you work as a designer also, it is very different in different companies. So first of all, you should not listen to one person. You should talk to a lot of people before actually jumping in. Plus you should start small, I feel. When you start small, you will also get to know that if you're interested in this or not. If you want to like deep dive into it, obviously there are tons of resources which you can see, and which you can find it in the internet. But then talking to people is very important. Like how do you approach people? If you don't have someone who is actually a UI UX designer, I feel you can DM people on LinkedIn, on Instagram as well, on Twitter as well, and people are very helpful to actually tell you what it is. Or maybe you have done your research, but then you are maybe you are just stuck somewhere, you can just ask for people help. uh, I know when you start something you have a lot of questions, so you need that to get answered to actually move forward, right? um, and in that process I feel you'll get to know that, okay, what UI UX is. Am I interested into it or am I not? You need to question that to yourself. So there are a lot of people who are actually jumping in right now, and for beginners as well it is very difficult to get in, because like the whole industry is becoming very, a place where everyone is trying to come, right? And the basic thing which I also hear are just people taking up portfolios, like taking up UX studies, and just trying to replicate what is there or something like that, and then they're just trying out. That's a good start, it's not that it's not a good start, but then it's just FYI, it's much more. Just FYI, it's much more, much deeper, much you know um, it's not that you just sit on Figma. It's many dev calls, many calls with the PM, many calls with the director of product, many calls with the customers, clients, um, many explorations what you have to do it on your own, many analysis what you have to do it on your own, many interviews what you have to take. So it's a lot, it's not just making screens, that's not just it. The only thing which I hear from people is that uh, you know it's all about making a UI, uh, but that's not correct. It's much much more, and you need to be aware of that fact before you get in. uh, Nothing that I'm trying to scare you, by the way. I'm just trying to tell in facts, because people, like, this is something which I really wanted to do. Is why? Because people are not speaking about it, and people are showing the side which is easier to show it on the internet, but they're not talking about stuff which actually happens. um are you that person who is into it? Then well and good, you should go ahead, research, and try to get into it. And there is, um the in it's not that it's difficult, but it just is that it should be easy for you. It should be something which you are interested in, like seriously interested in. Then obviously you will bloom in the career. But let's get back to the topic, why UI UX. For me, why UI UX? So I have been a child, like, obviously I've been a child, but then since childhood uh, I have been into art and crafts. And I used to do a lot of, I used to take photo albums. I used to, like, just take out the photo and do like random stuff and everything. So, and I am a very inquisitive and a curious person. So I always have a lot of questions, and I ask a lot of questions. I want to get into people's mind. I want to know, okay, what if they have made a decision, what led to it. So I have been that person. And yes, and when I saw myself doing graphics, I really felt good. Then when I started UX as well, it was something which just got into me. I was like, okay, I can be good at it, because talking to people and knowing